Welcome back to Bank of USA Coins. Collectors, today, we are diving into the top most valuable USA $quarter coins that could be hiding in your pocket change right now. And some of these quarters have shocked the coin world by selling for thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Imagine holding a simple 25-cent coin that could pay off a car or even a house. This is not fantasy. This is real coin history. And today, you will discover which quarters are worth serious money. Treasure hunters, today, we are diving into one of the most talked about modern US quarters, a coin that shocked collectors, a coin that turned pocket change into serious money, and a coin that still hides in everyday circulation. The 2019 San Antonio Missions quarter is not just another state-style design. This coin carries history, rarity mint secrets, and collector hype that pushed certain examples into jaw-dropping value territory. And if you have ever ignored modern quarters after today, you will never look at your change the same way again. The 2019 San Antonio Missions quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, a program that celebrates national parks and historic sites across the United States. This specific coin honors the San Antonio Missions National Historical Park in Texas, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, making it culturally important even before collectors started chasing it. The heritage site making it culturally important even before collectors started chasing it. The reverse design shows a Spanish colonial real coin symbolizing the mission's connection to early currency trade and global history. The imagery alone made this quarter instantly iconic among modern releases. Now here is where the story becomes exciting, because not all 2019 San Antonio Missions quarters are equal. Millions were struck, but hidden inside those mintages are varieties, errors, and high-grade survivors that transformed a 25-cent coin into a collector prize. Some of the most valuable pieces are not valuable because of age, but because of condition, strike, quality, and mint origin. Modern coins can reach huge prices when preserved perfectly, and this quarter is a perfect example of how modern rarity is born. Let us talk mint marks, because the mint mark is the first clue to value the San Antonio Missions quarter was produced at Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, and West Point. The West Point Mint released a special limited mintage into circulation marked with a tiny W. And this is where the treasure hunt began. Only 2 million W mint quarters were released across the entire America. The beautiful program that year compared to hundreds of millions from other mints. Collectors rushed banks, searched rolls, and scanned pocket change, hoping to find one. A 2019 W San Antonio Missions quarter in circulated condition can already sell for many dollars over face value, but pristine examples graded MS-67 and above have sold for hundreds. And the finest known graded coins reached into the thousands, depending on market timing, demand, and eye appeal. These are modern coins that went straight from circulation to grading services and turned into instant collectibles. Condition is everything in modern coin collecting, because so many coins are struck with minor flaws, bag marks, or weak strikes. Finding a flawless coin is harder than most people think. Collectors look for strong details in the rope and bell design, clean fields, no scratches, sharp rims, and bright original luster coins that survive untouched in top condition become registry set contenders. And registry competition is one of the biggest price drivers in the modern market. Now, let us move into error coins, because errors are where modern quarters can explode in value. Some San Antonio Missions quarters have been discovered with die chips off, center strikes doubled, die features, and dramatic strike-through errors. Each error tells a minting story, and collectors pay premiums for unusual mint mistakes, especially when the error is bold, visible, and authenticated. One of the most talked about varieties involves die polishing and extra thickness in certain design areas, creating unusual textures that stand out under magnification. While not every variation brings huge money, the rare dramatic examples can sell for hundreds or more, depending on severity, uniqueness, and certification. Modern era collectors are extremely active and competitive. Another important factor is grading service authentication coins, graded by PCGS or NGC, command stronger trust and higher resale value. A raw coin might look perfect, but Professional grading confirms condition and protects long-term investment collectors. Chasing the highest registry scores will pay massive premiums for top pop coins, meaning the finest known examples with almost no equals. Let us talk real-world value ranges. So viewers understand the spectrum. A normal circulated Philadelphia or Denver coin is usually worth face value, or slightly above in uncirculated condition. A nice mint state coin might sell for a few dollars, but the West Point mint coins start much higher. Circulated W coins often trade from $20 to $50. Depending on demand, uncirculated examples can reach 100 or more, and top-graded pieces push far beyond that, especially in MS-68 or higher, where population numbers shrink dramatically. Proof coins from San Francisco are another collecting path. These mirror-like coins were sold in sets and never meant for circulation. Deep cameo proofs with perfect surfaces attract modern proof collectors and high-grade proof coins. Graded PR70 are considered flawless. These perfect examples can sell for strong premiums, especially when certified early in the release cycle. The popularity of the America the Beautiful series created a new generation of collectors. People who never collected coins before suddenly began searching rolls, watching auction results, and learning grading standards. The San Antonio Missions Quarter sits in the middle of that modern collecting wave, representing the moment when everyday change became a nationwide treasure hunt. What makes this coin special is the combination of history-limited distribution and modern grading culture. It proves that coin collecting is not only about ancient silver or century-old rarities. Modern coins can also become legends when scarcity meets collector passion every year. New collectors enter the market and rediscover these coins, pushing demand forward. If you want to search for this coin, the best strategy is to check bankrolls, pocket change coin jars, and estate accumulations. Many people still do not know about W mint quarters, which means treasures are still circulating, patience and volume. Searching our key serious roll hunters go through thousands of coins to find a single West Point example, but that one discovery makes the hunt unforgettable. Storage matters as well. Once you find a promising coin, handle it by the edges, avoid cleaning, and place it in a protective holder. Cleaning destroys collector value instantly. Natural surfaces are always preferred, even if the coin looks slightly toned. Originality is king in numismatics. The San Antonio Missions Quarter teaches an important lesson. Never underestimate modern coinage. Rarity can be created by mintage limits, distribution quirks, and collector behavior coins that millions ignored at release can later become key pieces in complete sets. And the earlier you recognize the trend, the better your chances of securing valuable examples. As the market evolves, modern coins continue gaining legitimacy among serious collectors. Registry competition, online auctions, and grading technology all push prices higher for the best survivors. The San Antonio Missions Quarter stands as a symbol of this shift, a coin that started as spare change and entered the spotlight of high-demand collecting. So the next time you receive a quarter, stop and look closely. You might be holding a piece of modern numismatic history, a small metal disc carrying culture art rarity, and the thrill of discovery. Coin collecting is not just about money. It is about the chase, the knowledge, and the connection to history that lives inside every design. And remember, treasures are not always buried in the ground. Sometimes they are hiding in your pocket, waiting for a sharp eye and a curious mind. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep collecting, because the next legendary coin could pass through your hands at any moment. And when it does, you will be ready. As collectors studied the 2019 San Antonio Missions Quarter more closely, something fascinating happened. The coin stopped being just a design and became a case study in how modern minting technology interacts with collector demand. Experts began comparing strike sharpness between mints, noticing subtle differences in texture and relief. Denver coins often show slightly different luster patterns compared to Philadelphia strikes, and advanced collectors enjoy hunting these micro differences because they reveal the personality of each mint facility. Modern quarters are produced at incredible speed and pressure. Yet tiny variations still appear, and these variations are what keep the hobby alive. Magnification reveals flow lines, dye fatigue, and polishing marks that act almost like fingerprints from the mint press. Each coin becomes a snapshot of a specific moment in production, and that uniqueness gives collectors endless reasons to examine even common pieces. Some roll hunters reported opening fresh wrapped bankrolls and discovering entire groups of high-quality coins with blazing luster, untouched surfaces, and razor-sharp detail. These so-called fresh roll coins sometimes become grading candidates because they skipped circulation damage entirely when multiple coins from the same roll grade. Extremely high, it suggests a short production window where the dies were new and perfectly aligned. Those windows are rare and highly collectible. The San Antonio mission's design itself rewards close inspection. The rope border surrounding the bell contains delicate lines that quickly fade on worn coins. A strong rope detail is one of the first signs of a premium strike. The bell clapper should appear rounded and complete, and the fields around the central symbol should reflect light evenly without cloudy patches. Collectors chasing top grades memorize these diagnostics because a single weak area can separate an average coin from a top registry contender. Today, we are opening the vault on one of the most shocking modern quarter discoveries in America, and almost nobody is talking about it yet. This is the 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter. A coin that millions of people have touched, spent, ignored, and maybe even thrown into a jar, without realizing that certain rare versions of this coin are sending collectors into a frenzy. And in the right condition, this small piece of metal can explode in value and change the way you look at pocket change forever. So before you spend another quarter, watch this entire video, because you might already own a hidden treasure. Now imagine finding a coin in your change that looks ordinary, but under the right light and the right magnification, reveals a mint error so rare that collectors compete aggressively to own it. That is the reality of modern coin collecting. And the 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter has become one of the most hunted modern quarters in circulation today. Segment 1. History of the 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter. The 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series that celebrates national parks and historic sites across the United States. Harper's Ferry, National Historical Park located in West Virginia, honors a site deeply connected to American history, industry, and the Civil War. The reverse design shows John Brown Fort with strong architectural detail and bold lettering. United States of America. Harper's Ferry, West Virginia. E pluribus unum and $quarter. This design is crisp, modern, and packed with fine lines, which makes it the perfect candidate for striking errors and die variations. Hundreds of millions of these quarters were produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, which means most examples are worth face value, but hidden within that massive production are rare coins that collectors are paying serious money to acquire. First, you must check the mint mark because value starts there. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark. Denver Mint, D mint mark. San Francisco Mint, S mint mark. Philadelphia and Denver coins were made for circulation, but San Francisco coins were produced as proof and silver proof collector issues. Proof coins have mirror-like surfaces and frosted designs, and when preserved perfectly, they can carry strong collector premiums. Most people think modern coins cannot be valuable, but condition changes everything. A 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter, graded MS67 or higher, by professional grading services becomes extremely desirable because very few coins survive in flawless condition. Coins graded MS68 are rare. Coins graded MS69 are elite modern collectibles. Auction records show that top population examples can sell for hundreds of dollars, and in rare cases, push toward four-figure territory when demand spikes, especially for registry collectors competing for the finest sets in the world. That means a coin worth 25 cents in circulation can multiply hundreds or thousands of times simply because of preservation and quality. Now we enter the part of the story that makes collectors lean forward. Mint errors. These are mistakes created during production, and mistakes equal rarity. Here are the most hunted 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter errors. Off-center strikes where the design is shifted and part of the coin is blank. Double die errors where letters appear thick or doubled. Die cracks that create raised lightning-like lines. Clipped planchets where part of the coin is missing. Struck through errors where debris leaves strange textures. Wrong planchet strikes where the quarter is struck on metal, intended for another denomination. A dramatic off-center or wrong planchet example can command hundreds or even thousands, depending on visibility and condition, because collectors crave visual impact. The San Francisco Silver Proof version contains 90% silver, which automatically gives it intrinsic metal value. But pristine deep cameo examples, graded PR70, are modern perfection coins. These are flawless under magnification, and registry collectors pay premium prices to secure top-ranking pieces. During strong silver markets, these coins gain additional attention because they combine bullion value with collectible status. The 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, a program that celebrates national parks and historic sites. Each design is a snapshot of American heritage, and Harper's Ferry National Historical Park in West Virginia was chosen because of its powerful connection to early industry and American history. The reverse design shows John Brown Fort standing strong beside the flowing Potomac River. The details are sharp, the architecture is bold, and the waterlines give the coin motion and life. This design instantly became a favorite because it feels like a miniature painting pressed into metal. Most people think modern quarters are common and worthless, but collectors know the truth. Value comes from condition rarity, mint errors, and special varieties. A regular, circulated Harper's Ferry Quarter is usually worth face value, but once we step into high-grade uncirculated coins, or error coins, the story changes fast. Coins struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints carry small mint marks, and while millions were produced, only a tiny fraction survive in perfect mint state grades. Coins graded MS67 and above by professional. Grading services are extremely hard to find because modern coins get scratched and damaged quickly during mass production. A certified MS68 Harper's Ferry Quarter can sell for hundreds of dollars depending on eye appeal and demand. And when collectors compete at auction, the price can jump even higher because registry set collectors want the finest known examples. Now we enter the exciting world of mint errors, where the phrase worth millions begins as a dream that drives collectors to search rolls of quarters every day. Error coins are the wild cards of the minting process, and they can transform an ordinary quarter into a legendary piece. Some known error types for 2016 quarters include off-center strikes, where the design is shifted, leaving blank metal on one side, double die errors where design elements appear, doubled clipped planchets where a piece of the coin is missing, and dramatic die breaks that create raised cracks across the surface. A strong off-center strike with full date visible can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Depending on how dramatic the error appears, collectors pay for visual impact and uniqueness. There are also rumors in the collecting community about experimental planchet strikes and transitional errors. Although confirmed examples are rare, the excitement around the possibility keeps the hunt alive, because one discovery can rewrite price guides overnight. Another factor that raises value is condition rarity coins. Pulled directly from mint rolls and preserved in protective holders, can achieve. Proof versions of the 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter struck in San Francisco feature mirror-like fields and frosted designs. These proof coins are sold in collector sets, but flawless deep cameo examples graded PR70 are prized and can command premium prices, because perfection is rare, even in proof coinage. Collectors also chase special finishes from mint sets, including satin, or enhanced uncirculated coins, depending on the release packaging and preservation. These can become sleeper collectibles over time. Market value always follows demand and storytelling, and the Harper's Ferry design connects to American history, tourism, and education. This emotional connection helps sustain collector interest long after the release year. While headlines sometimes exaggerate with claims of coins worth millions, the reality is that a single unique error, or one-of-a-kind prototype, could theoretically reach extraordinary prices. If elite collectors battle for ownership, the coin market has seen modern rarities explode in value when scarcity meets hype. The key lesson for collectors is knowledge, patience, and careful inspection. Every quarter deserves a second look. Check the rims, inspect the lettering study. The surface is under light because small details separate common change from collectible treasure. Roll hunting has become a popular hobby, where collectors buy bank rolls of quarters searching for high-grade coins and errors. Many successful finds have come from patient searching, proving that treasure hunting is alive in everyday life. Storage is critical once you find a promising coin. Protect it from scratches, oils, and humidity using proper holders. A damaged surface can destroy potential value instantly. The future of the 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter depends on survival rates, collector enthusiasm, and long-term series popularity. America the Beautiful quarters already have a dedicated following, and as years pass, the best preserved examples will likely rise in value. Modern coins are the sleepers of the hobby. Today's pocket change is tomorrow's auction headline, and the people who search now are building collections that future generations will admire. So before you spend another quarter, take a moment, look closely and imagine the journey of that coin from mint press to your hand history, art and economics all captured in a circle of metal. This is why coin collecting is more than a hobby. It is a treasure hunt written into everyday life, and the 2016 Harper's Ferry Quarter is one chapter still being discovered. What if the loose change in your pocket right now could secretly be worth thousands or even millions, and almost nobody around you realizes it today? We are diving deep into one of the most talked about modern coins in America, the 2001 North Carolina State Quarter, a coin that looks ordinary at first glance, but hides rare varieties, mint errors, and collector demand that has shocked the coin world. And if you own one of these quarters, you need to watch every second of this video, because the difference between a common coin and a life-changing discovery is often just a tiny detail. Welcome back, Coins Collector family. Today we explore the history, the hidden value, the rare errors, and the updated market prices of the 2001 North Carolina Quarter, one of the most searched and wanted modern quarters in circulation. And by the end of this guide, you will know exactly what to look for, how to grade your coin, and how collectors are paying serious money for the best examples. The 2001 North Carolina Quarter is part of the famous 50-state quarters program released by the United States Mint, a program that brought millions of new people into coin collecting. When it launched, North Carolina was the 12th state released, and its design celebrates the first powered flight by the Wright brothers, featuring the Wright Flyer airplane soaring above the words "First Flight" and 1903, a tribute to one of the most important moments in aviation history. Hundreds of millions of these quarters were produced, which is why most people assume they are only worth face value. But here is the secret in coin collecting. Rarity is not just about how many were made, it is about condition, mint, location, special varieties and errors that transform an everyday coin into a collector treasure. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 427 million North Carolina quarters, while the Denver Mint struck more than 427 million as well. And the San Francisco Mint created special proof versions for collectors using polished dies and planchets that result in mirror-like surfaces and frosted designs. These proof coins were never meant for circulation, and high-grade examples are already worth far more than 25 cents. Now let us talk about condition, because this is where value explodes a circulated North Carolina quarter. With heavy wares usually worth face value, but an uncirculated coin with strong luster, sharp details, and no major marks can sell for several dollars, and when you reach certified mint state grades like MS67 and above, the prices jump dramatically. Professional grading services have recorded MS68 examples selling for hundreds of dollars, and the finest known pieces graded at the top of the population reports have reached prices that surprise new collectors, because modern coins in elite condition are much harder to find than people expect. Most coins get scratched, bag-marked, or worn long before collectors save them. But the real excitement comes from mint errors. Error coins are the wild cards of the coin world, and the 2001 North Carolina Quarter is known for several types that can command huge premiums. Collectors search for off-center strikes where the design is shifted dramatically, broad strikes where the coin spreads beyond, its normal shape double-die errors that show extra thickness in letters and numbers, clipped planchets, missing clad layers, and dramatic strike-through errors caused by debris in the minting process. A strong off-center North Carolina quarter with a clear date can sell for hundreds, or even thousands depending on how dramatic the error appears. Coins missing their outer clad layer reveal a copper core and these eye. Catching pieces are highly collectible. Some authenticated examples have sold for prices that seem unbelievable compared to their face value. Another category to watch is high-grade proof coins from San Francisco. Deep cameo proofs with perfect mirrored fields and frosted devices, graded PR70 are considered flawless, and collectors compete fiercely for them. Auction results show that top-graded proofs can bring impressive prices, especially when demand rises for registry sets, where collectors try to own the best graded coins known. There is also growing interest in original bank-wrapped rolls and sealed mint sets because they preserve coins in higher condition than circulation finds. A lucky roll searcher can discover superb gems that were never touched by the public. And a single top-grade submission to a grading service can pay for the entire hunt many times over. So, how do you check your coin? First, examine the surfaces under good lighting. Tilt the coin slowly and look for cartwheel luster, which is a spinning shine effect that signals minimal wear. Next, inspect the high points of the design, especially the right flyer and the lettering. Any dullness may indicate circulation use. Then search carefully for unusual features, misaligned strikes, odd textures, missing layers, or doubled details. These are the clues that separate common coins from rare collectibles. If you believe you have a special piece, consider professional grading authentication. Protects your coin, increases buyer confidence, and often multiplies its market value. Serious collectors prefer certified coins because they guarantee authenticity and condition, which is essential when prices reach the high end. Market values always change with collector demand, but the trend for modern condition, rarities remain strong as more people enter the hobby. Registry competition intensifies, and top population coins continue to set records. What was once pocket change can evolve into a prized asset simply because it survived in extraordinary condition. The story of the 2001 North Carolina quarter reminds us why coin collecting is so exciting. History, art, and treasure hunting combine in a single small object that passes through millions of hands every day. Most people spend it without a second thought, but collectors know better. They look closer, they search harder, and sometimes they are rewarded with discoveries that rewrite what they thought they knew about modern coins. So before you spend your next quarter, check the date, check the mint mark, and check the details because hidden value often sits in plain sight. And the next great find could already be in your home, waiting to be recognized. If you love coin hunting stories, rare discoveries, and updated values, stay with Coins Collector, where every coin has a story, and every story could lead to treasure. Keep searching, keep learning, and remember, the smallest coin can hold the biggest surprise.